It's November. We've got a little chill in the air, and it's high school football playoff time in Arkansas. Hi, and welcome to Prep Rally. So on today's show, we will preview Friday's high school football playoff games, and we'll also take a look at some of the big signings we had. Wednesday was the first day of the early signing period for basketball, volleyball, baseball, and some of the other non-football sports. We covered quite a few of those on Wednesday and throughout this week, so we'll have some coverage of that. And, of course, we'll always have the legendary Rick Fires coming in with his Rick Picks later on in the show. So we've gone through 10 weeks of the regular season, and now it's time to get ready to play for keeps over the next 5 weeks as we get those old yellow dog buses geared up, warmed up, gassed up, and ready to go on that run to the rock. So we'll start in Class 7A, where Fayetteville, Springdale Harbor, Springdale High, and Rogers High will all be in first-round playoff games on Friday night. Fayetteville, that's a team that many maybe rolled off a few weeks ago after they hit a little rough patch. They will host Fort Smith Southside on Friday night. Springdale Harbor, now remember at one time they were the #1 ranked team in the state, lost 3 in a row. Now they've bounced back and had 2 shutouts in a row. They will host Fort Smith Northside on Friday night. Springdale High will be on the road to Cabot, and Rogers High will be on the road. They're loading up those buses and heading down to Conway on Friday. And remember, Bentonville High, Bentonville West, they drew first-round byes. They are the #1 and #2 seeds, respectively, in the 7A West, so they've got first-round byes. Also found out today that Bentonville West will play its first-round playoff game next week on Thursday. And Bentonville will play, of course, on Friday, and that'll be next week's games. In the lower classifications, Pea Ridge and Prairie Grove, they are the #1, #2 seeds in the 4A1, and they'll be at home Friday night. Pea Ridge will be hosting Waldron, and Prairie Grove will host Pottsville. Gravette, they're also going to be at home Friday night. They drew a first-round home playoff game and will be hosting Heber Springs. Shiloh Christian, they're the #1 seed in the 4A1. They're going to be going to Stuttgart in what probably will be the best game of the week in Class 4A. And Gentry also heads on the road. They are going all the way down to Southside Batesville. The question coming into this week, can the 4A1 go 5-0 this week? In Class 3A, Elkins will be at home on Friday night for a playoff game. They'll be hosting England. We'll have a complete list of all of Friday's first-round playoff games from across the state at the end of the show. So we'll take a break right here, and when we come back, Rick Fires will join us. And now we're back with where the heck have you been?
Well, it's deer hunting season. Saturday is the first day of modern gun season. So I know we got playoffs and everything, but we got other things to do. I got to feed the family.
Wow.
So I go watch football on Friday, and I got to go out and get a kill on Saturday.
I got you. Have you been out getting everything ready?
Yes. I mean, you know what? The coaches are getting ready, and they're watching film and everything. I've been out all week. Yes. I mean, laying out corn, cans of corn, no, not cans of corn, just regular corn, laying out there. I mean, I got my ladder, and I got my, am I going to tell you where my spot? Yeah, I got a spot. I'm not telling where it's at. Are you
up in the tree guy, or how do you stalk them?
Oh, I can do it either way. It doesn't matter. They don't want to mess with me. I can hit them high, I can hit them low. Just like a good tackler.
He can do it all.
I can do it all.
So Rick is here. It's time to meet and greet and pick your seat, or pick your, not your seat, but your games. It's time to pick your games for the week.
Hey, you know it's playoff season because, like you said, when you see you're on the highway, I-49, buses coming here, buses going there. So to epitomize that, the game I'm promoting today is Shiloh Christian at Stuttgart.
That's going to be a great game.
Shiloh Christian up here in Springdale, and they got to go all the way down to southeast Arkansas to Stuttgart, which you know is
the duck hunting capital of the universe.
The universe. Does that sound like a duck or like a pig? Okay.
I see them flying in.
Yep. And Stuttgart, you know, they got, besides ducks, they got athletes down there. At one point, 3 guys from Stuttgart went up and started for the Razorback back in the 80s. They got a great... They need to
get some of those guys now.
Oh, without a doubt. Absolutely. David Walker, man, he's a big-time defensive end that they move all around. Shiloh's going to have to be wary of him. Shiloh can score. Shiloh did a great job against
they absolutely
Pea Ridge.
Their defense played outstanding.
Yeah, they denied Pea Ridge the sole championship.
You could say Shiloh's already 1-0 in the playoffs. You could say that technically because that was like a playoff game for them. 17-14 win over Pea Ridge last week, so that was a big win for them.
Yeah, but I'm not going to count because I still don't like the way that Shiloh went over to Gravett and got beat. So
There you go.
give them credit for winning at home against Pea Ridge. But, man, they went over Gravett when they could have tied for a championship. They didn't get it done. And based on that, they got to make a long trip to Southeast Arkansas against a very fast team.
Right.
And they may be a little leg weary. So I'm going to go Stuttgart in that game.
Stuttgart over Shiloh.
Over Shiloh. 7A. When I looked at 7A first-round games, I said, man, that reminds me of the old days when Fort Smith was in the league. It's just like an extension of the regular season.
Exactly. It's like week 11 of the regular
Week
season.
11.
Yeah.
That's what.
I kind of like that, though, don't you? I like being North Side and South Side, being in the 7A.
I love. They should be. I don't understand. It's a different topic, but how can a team, their school that's like 3 football throws away from Oklahoma, be in the 7A Central? Different topic. We go there some other time.
Geography is not my strong suit.
Mine apparently not AAA either.
No.
But Fayetteville's starting to get on a roll. I think they beat Fort Smith Southside. Springdale Harbor, I think, will beat Fort Smith Northside, and that'll kind of put the Fort Smith teams out because they really hadn't had a good year this year.
They haven't. But
Now, in 7A, the game I'm excited about is Springdale High at Cabot.
that could be a great game.
Now, you know I've been around a long time, and I was standing there in the mud and the rain in 2000 when Cabot beat Springdale. Is 12-6 overtime game, and you know that Cabot runs the dead tee.
Correct.
But the way they beat them, man, they snuck them in, got them in, coming big rush and everything. Then they threw over their heads.
Oh.
Yeah. I can't remember if it was the touchdown pass, but they were the big turning point in the game. That's what Cabot do. They run, and then just when you expect them coming up for the run, they're going to throw over your head.
Get over you.
Yeah, but Cabot is not as good as they had been in past. I love what Zach Clark is doing with the Springdale Bulldogs.
They've had a great season.
Even if they lose, they're still guaranteed a winning season, which they hadn't had in a while.
Correct.
But I think Clark and the boys go down there and beat.
That would be a
Cabot.
major win for the Red Dogs. Major.
Major win for them. Round 2, we'll discuss that later. Now, in Class 4A, you know, we know Pea Ridge and possibly Pea Ridge going to win that, but the game I'm interested here that we really got to mention is Waldron and Pea Ridge. I mean, that is a huge. Pea Ridge is going to huge favorite. They're going to probably win, but we got to give credit
What a great
to
story
Waldron.
that is. That is a great story.
If you don't know, at one point, Waldron had a 43-game losing streak, the worst in the state. I mean,
I went back and looked this up, Rick. In a 10-year period, Waldron won 12 games and lost 108.
12 games and lost 108.
108.
That is.
How about the job that Ricky May has done down there at Waldron?
You know what?
Fantastic.
And to boost, I mean, he is a good guy. I mean, yes sir, no sir kind of guy. He's the kind of coach you want your kid to play for. But they're 5-5, and that is a monumental improvement when they've been, like you said, that terrible record. So.
Yes.
Waldron probably is not. It will take just a great effort to upset Pea Ridge.
It's like I tell people, you build your program this much at a time, and they're doing that down at Waldron. Got a new stadium, turf. It's turf.
Yep.
The people are excited down there about it. They are a program that's going to make their way up. You watch.
Yep. You don't take next year, and they still got some juniors. So hey. Waldron is no longer laughing stock. You got to love what they're doing. So we wanted to give credit to Waldron, which will probably lose against Pea Ridge, and Pea Ridge is going to be ready after they got beat by Shiloh Christian. So that's just a brief look at some of the first round games. I can't wait to round 2 when the Bentonville teams get involved, and then Fayetteville, if it wins, probably had to go to Bryan. So next week is really going to be juicy.
Round 2.
Yep. So this is a good start right here, but I don't have any more time. I got to get out there, back to the deer woods, get my business done, and I'll see y'all next week on, what show is this? Prep Rally.
That's Rick Fires. He brings it every single week. So this is high school football playoff week, and that garners most of the attention, and rightfully so, because it attracts lots and lots of fans and everything. It's games on Fridays. But also this week was the first days of the early signing period. So we had a lot of great athletes from Northwest Arkansas who signed college scholarships this week. We'll start in Bentonville. They had 3 baseball players who signed on Wednesday 2 of those young men will be going to Arkansas to play baseball. Cameron Mays Hunt, you probably have heard about him on the football field. He's also an outstanding baseball player, and he's going to go to Arkansas as a pitcher. So congratulations to him. They also had another young man who signed with the Razorbacks, had another young man who signed with UALR to be a Trojan down there. They're building a new stadium down there, and really excited about the baseball program at UALR. So big signings at Bentonville. Henry Apple covered Wednesday's signings for the Northwest Arkansas Democrat-Gazette.
I'm just really excited to get up there and show what I got and just take advantage of my opportunities I'm gonna get. Oh yeah, it's a dream, honestly. My parents talk about how I can just come do my laundry at home if I really wanted to, and it's kind of a dream to play for the Hogs because you grow up as a little kid just wanting to play out there with them, and now I get that chance.
Just starting over, starting from the bottom and coming back up. But I mean, I could do it with my friends that I've been playing with, so I feel like it'll be fun.
What was it about Arkansas that said that was your school?
Well, Coach Van Horn gave me a man-to-man visit. It wasn't with everybody else, and it was just me and him, and we talked, and so I really like that.
This is where my mom grew up. Most of my family's down in Little Rock and Searcy, so it's a really familiar area. And when they laid the offer on the line, we were just going to jump all over it. We like that area down there, and it's a program on a serious rise. And you'll see us on TV and stuff playing with the big dogs from now on. Getting ready for the speed of the game, bigger dudes, faster dudes, better pitching, better hitting, harder hit ground balls. Just getting ready for the speed of NCAA Division I baseball.
So no one was more happy to see Fayetteville's dynamic duo of Ella Mae Powell and Haley Warner sign college scholarships probably than the rest of the coaches in the 7A. I mean, they're probably going to help them pack to get them out of here. Those 2 young ladies, they helped that program win 3 straight state championships, and they signed with Washington and Florida, 2 powerhouse programs. Powell is going to go to Washington, Warner going to go to Florida. So just, big congratulations for those 2 young ladies. These are probably 2 of the best volleyball players that have ever come out of this state, and just major props to them. They have earned every award that's come to them. Scotty Borderland covered the signing for the NWADG.
Today for you? Today is something I've been looking forward to since I was little and since my brothers went through this process, and I am out of words of how excited I am, and I'm just stoked to be able to go to a place where I am so comfortable and so just encouraged to be going to.
Really exciting. It's everything that I've worked for. Finally, it's happening. It's all together. All my friends are here, so I think it's a really special day for everyone that signed.
How did you settle in Florida?
It was definitely a bunch of reasons, but it's where I felt most at home. Florida's a really good program. The girls are amazing. The coaches are amazing. They care for you. But I think that was the main reason.
So down in Fort Smith on Wednesday, Isaiah Joe, he is the sharp shooting guard for Fort Smith Northside, led them to a state championship last year in Class 7A. He became a member of Mike Anderson's big in-state recruiting class for the Razorback men's basketball team on Wednesday. He signed his scholarship at Fort Smith Northside at Condart Fieldhouse. Here's more on Joe's big day.
It means a lot. It means a lot to me, especially for my family, being able to know that it's official. I just hope it goes real good. I've been really excited all day, and I'm just ready to get done. But to me, it means that I'll be able to stay close, stay with my family, where they can come see me, where friends and supporters can come and watch me play. So I just think being in front of them, that'd be a real comfortable crowd.
So congratulations to all the players who signed, and we're going to take their game to the next level. Congratulations to them. That's countless hours of sweat and jump shots and bullpen sessions and batting cage sessions and volleyball practice and travel all over the place. But more importantly, congratulations to their families and their parents who have spent a lot of money and a lot of time, supporting their kids and making sure that they fulfilled their dreams, and those dreams became a reality this week. So just congratulations to all of those players who signed to play college sports at the next level. So that's it for today's show. Be sure and check out more prep coverage in the Northwest Arkansas Democrat-Gazette, as well as online at NWADG.com and at ARPreps.com. That's it for today, and we'll see you next time on Prep Rally.